champion, Congressman Tom Tancredo. Thank you. I much appreciate that. I really did drive up on my Harley. I actually came up early this morning, had to do my nomination, went back home, got the Harley because it was such a beautiful day, and we just don't have that many because I have this rule. And I don't ride the bike when the temperature is below my age or above my IQ. And so every year that window just keeps collapsing on me. I got about 2 weeks now, end of April, May, that's about it. That's all I can run. So there's just a few days I can actually do that. So I get home and get it. It's nostalgic, it's emotional, it's heartwarming to be here and to be in front of so many friends, and I just want to say thank you in the past for all of the support that you gave me. It was sometimes, I know it perhaps was difficult to say. Yeah, I know. And my wife always goes, hey, it's by marriage, not by blood. But it is a pleasure to be here today to second the nomination of my friend Mike Coffman. And I will tell you, when I grew up, I was growing up in the 50s, and I can still remember in school we would periodically have these drills. We had to get underneath your desk because we were doing these bomb drills. Remember, we were afraid of the bomb, afraid of the Soviet Union. And we grew up all through the 60s and 70s, and we had an enemy, and we all knew who it was. It was international communism. It was the Soviet Union, primarily, along with China. Then, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, it seemed like we were out of the woods in a way, and that the world was going to be a much better and calmer place. And all of a sudden, this thing developed we call radical Islam, and it became a significant threat to the United States. But I have to tell you, my friends, I never thought in my life that I would say what I'm going to say now, that I would have to say this. But I believe with all my heart now, and certainly radical Islam is still a threat. But there is no greater threat to our freedoms in this country, to the America that the founders put together. There is no greater threat right now to those freedoms than the man in the White House and the Democrats. Something in the news, there's a day go by that I don't see something they've done, something he said, something they're planning that doesn't just really tick me off or scare me to death. It's every day. It never stops. It's this constant flow of socialist garbage that is destined to change America. Yes, he wants to change, there's no two ways about it. And the change he wants is the same change that socialists have pushed all over this world, and it has failed all over this world. It will fail here. It will fail to accomplish what its goals are. The great bringing up everyone in terms of economics will certainly fail that. But I don't know what will happen to this country in the meantime if he continues to get his way. And the only way we can stop it, of course, the quickest way, the only way now feasible for us to stop it, is to make sure that the House of Representatives, the U.S. House of Representatives, has a clear, commanding Republican majority. There will be a battle. We will have a battle, for the next 2.5 years, certainly, with this guy, but the only thing we can do is put our trust in what I just said. And look, I'll tell you, I can't be prouder of a state that's quite close to us. And I say, thank God Arizona has the best. pound sand. You're not going to get that. If you will not protect us, if you will not do one of the few things under the Constitution that you are empowered to do, then we'll have to do it ourselves. And that's the essence of the 10th Amendment. That's the essence of what we call federalism. It's the essence of what the founders thought about for America. And I am so proud of them. I'm so proud that they did it. And you know, not too many people recognize that they followed that up with another fantastic law that outlaws the teaching of multiculturalism in the public schools. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to get people. So if you are looking for, if you're not sure yet what you're going to do with your summer vacation, please just try to make a little trip right through Arizona and drop a few bucks, and I know they'll appreciate it, and it's well worth it. And I hope that the state of Colorado has the guts to follow suit. Could not be prouder. The guy that has succeeded me in the office of the 6th Congressional in the Congress of the United States. He has, as far as I'm concerned, he's done not just a great job, he's done better than I ever could. And I'll tell you, the reason I know he just worked so hard, because I'm not sure, but I think when you went into office a couple years ago, you had more hair and it was darker. This guy, hardworking, dedicated, solid conservative, great on all the votes, and a good friend, and I am proud to be able to be here to second his nomination. Come on, everybody.